Still can't stop it.
What is up? I am Crypto Mason, and welcome back to the Crypto Mason YouTube channel. Shout out to the Gold Squad. We look for gold in every single aspect of our lives, and we always find it. Now today, we have an absolutely stacked daily market update. You're going to want to watch till the end. A lot of valuable stuff in this video. And before you comment, why am I wearing glasses indoors and on video? The absolute main reason I'm wearing these is to piss you off. So if that worked, shout out to me. It worked. It pissed you off. Moving on. We have some little housekeeping stuff before we get into it. Make sure that you're watching on the second channel. I've dropped some very good stream highlights right here. So basically, if you miss any of the TikTok live streams, you can watch the highlights right here on Crypto Mason 2. Also, if you're into the spiritual stuff and the spiritual side of what I do, you can go and watch on The Knowing. That is my spiritual channel. All of these channels are under the channels thing right there. Boom, you can subscribe to everything right there. I just dropped a new video called Exposing Who the Illuminati Really Is 16 hours ago. So go check that out. Also, make sure you're following on Twitter, of course. Join the Gold Squad community on Twitter. And I'm realizing this is just a cool way to, like, showcase you guys. Like, you guys have an opportunity to tweet to my audience, basically, or to all of us. Like, you guys have an opportunity to tweet to 1,000 people in this thing. So if you only have like 200 followers, you can come on here and your tweet can get seen a little bit more inside this community, right? And make sure you guys are following back on each other, like follow for follow in here, right? And tweet some value. Like this guy just put, if one of these Hbar punks sold, it would be massive move for Hbar punks. And I agree. If one of these Hbar punks sold, like I replied to him right here, I said, I do foresee something massive like this happening on the Hbar network. All we need is like one big, like 15,000, you know, or I think there's already been sales for that, but like one massive sale of an NFT and everyone will come flocking to the Hbar network. Also, I did not forget about the 100,000 Instagram follower giveaway. Make sure you're following on Instagram. I did not forget. We're just getting it all lined up because I want it to be good for you guys. Moving into the actual daily market update now, we have 1.25 trillion on the board for the total market cap today. Same volume as I've continued to see. Let me just actually I don't want to close that. I'm going to show you something on Telegram. Yes, so we have 93 billion on the volume today. Bitcoin dominance 46.2%. Ethereum is 1,800, right? Pretty standard on the market today. Bitcoin is right where I put this line, bounced basically right off that. Still going to battle this 30K. I do foresee us continuing to do that, as I've said a million times in these recent videos. We have all altcoins are kind of mixed a little bit today. We have both Lunas pumping. If you want my thoughts on that, I don't have any. It's just N/A, non-applicable, or no comment on Luna, on anything to do with Luna anymore. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is. And we have a bunch of altcoins down like 5 to 10% today. Now we do have one pretty insane thing happening. Arthur Hayes, which is the founder of BitMEX. He's the founder of BitMEX. He has just, so a lot of people like love his articles. They love what he has to say and they pay attention to his articles, his Medium articles. So he has just put this out, and basically he's saying that the local bottom is 25,000 to 27,000, and for Ether it's 1,700 to 1,800, right? And this is what I've also been saying, right? I have this range down here, 25,000 up to like 27,000, this blue box that we've had there. And I do think that is the local bottom as well, right? We touched it right there. I think that's the local bottom too. But do I think we can go lower eventually? Yes, we definitely could. But I mean, I feel like it's valid to say that that might be the actual bottom too of this cycle. What do you guys think? Because last time it was 19,000, right? 19,000, or 19,000 was the new top. Actually, I forget the bottom of the 2018 shenanigans, right? But we now have this top of 69,000, which is way up here, 68,000, right? And now are we finding the bottom right now? That's the real question. Arthur Hayes seems to think it's 25 to 27,000, and for Ether, 1,700 to 1,800, which I feel like is way better than Bitcoin's bottom, right? That's like way stronger. Like that shows like ETH is way stronger. Now, Jamie Dimon, right, of JP Morgan, he's the CEO of JP Morgan. Look what he has came out and said, 24-second clip. You're going to want to watch this. Watch this.
It's a hurricane. Right now it's kind of sunny. Things are doing fine. You know, everyone thinks the Fed can handle this. That hurricane is right out there down the road coming our way. We just don't know if it's a minor one or Superstorm Sandy or Sandy or Andrew or something like that. And it's you better brace yourself.
He is literally saying brace yourself because there's a hurricane coming for the U.S. economy. And you know, people think we're going to go into recession. Some people think we're already in that. I tend to think like a mix of the two, which basically means it's going to get worse, but it's already bad. You know, it's already bad, but it's going to get worse. So that's an interesting clip from JP Morgan CEO right there. Now, we do have a birthday celebration, folks. 10 years ago today, June 2, 10 years ago, Arthur Brito, who's the Ripple Labs co-founder, we've never seen Arthur Brito's face still, he submitted the lines of code that created 100 billion XRP tokens. So you can basically say that XRP has a birthday today. XRP has many different significant dates, but this is one of the significant ones when the code was submitted that created the 100 billion tokens. Now, what I noticed today was another community was celebrating a birthday, and that's XDC. The XDC mainnet was launched today, and this is the 3rd anniversary. So isn't that interesting that XRP was created today and the XDC mainnet was launched today? So they do have the same astrological birth chart for one, and two, it's just interesting that they're on the same day. So shout out and happy birthday to the XDC mainnet and the XRP code right here. Now, some more little coincidency stuff, even though there's no such thing as coincidence. But we can see right here, okay, we have my Telegram post that I made yesterday, and I want to go over this. I noticed when I went on Exodus that the Exodus wallet logo has changed. They changed the Exodus wallet logo. Okay, it used to be this. Now it's this, right? And I pointed out a long time ago, July of last year, this Telegram post right here where I say Exodus and LCX logo look exactly the same, LMAO. This was July of last year, okay? And I always wondered what, you know, because if two things have the same logo, obviously one of them is not important. You see what I'm saying here? If LCX, because LCX is part of the World Economic Forum, I hope you guys know that. LCX is all up in there. We're going to talk about that in a second here. But if something had the same exact logo as something that I also felt was important, which is the Exodus wallet, right? Then what's going on? One of them's not important because one is going to get hit with a bunch of copyright BS, right? And they can't exist with the same logo. That's like Nike making all their stuff and then another company that you think is equally important and is going to change the world equally has the same logo as Nike? No, doesn't work, right? So now finally my prediction basically has came to fruition that both of these are important, right? Both of these are important, and Exodus was probably contacted and said, yo, you need to change that logo. Why are you using the exact same logo as LCX? And then also, for anybody who thinks I haven't been on LCX for a long time, I've been talking about LCX for a year now, basically, just under a year. This is my first warning of LCX. I said LCX is for sure an exchange coin to keep an eye on with all of this exchange regulation news, as it is already regulated. Also, they are partnered with Quant. By the way, I do not own any currently. And guess what? I don't own any right now at all either. Okay, so I'm still yet to dive into LCX. It's at 6 cents right now, which is a very, very good, very good price, right? When I posted this, it was at 2 cents though, so I would have still been 3x up on my money if I bought then. LCX, very good coin, regulated exchange, literally a hedge against all exchange regulation, right? We just showed in yesterday's video that Binance has a 60-something percent of the exchange market is ran by Binance, and then 10% is FTX, and 8% is Coinbase. Binance is like, they could get regulated. Like, they could face some problems here, right? So I'm betting on LCX. I'm going to be looking for an entry point. The volume is very low on this, 377K only. I do think this could continue going down, so therefore I'm going to wait a little bit. Also, the exchange regulation reckoning is still, you know, far on the horizon. Now, I wanted to point out this, Hbar efficiency versus Bitcoin. Okay, this is one of the best examples I've ever seen in my life right here. Listen to this, okay? Listen very closely. To explain just how much more efficient Hedera Hashgraph is to something like Bitcoin, create 2 Hbar wallets and 2 Bitcoin wallets. Deposit $100 worth of the respective cryptocurrency into one of the respective wallets. So you have 2 Hbar wallets, 2 Bitcoin wallets, and you have $100 in one of the two for each of them, right? And now your task is to send that money, that $100, back and forth between the two wallets 1,000 times. Okay? So basically you have 2 Hbar wallets, one has $100. You're going to send that $100 back and forth in the Hbar wallets 1,000 times. And you're going to do the same for the Bitcoin wallets. Now, the result of this will be that the wallet with the Hbar in it still has $99.9 of crypto in it. And the 1,000 transactions took under an hour to do. Now, for the Bitcoin, you have ran out of money, so your $100 has evaporated on the 5th transaction. You know, that might be the 10th transaction or 15th. Who cares? Who cares? The point is that your money is evaporated. And those 5 transactions took longer than Hashgraph's 1,000. Like, just look. And now there's a lot of comments that people are going to make about this, right? The first one might be that also it's more energy efficient. You spent way less energy doing those 1,000 transactions. That's valid. And also the carbon footprint comparison right there, which is basically the energy efficiency. And also people are going to say, well, Solana could do the same. XRP could do the same. And you're right. The point here is we're just trying to prove how shitty Bitcoin is. That's the only, for payments, right? That's the only thing we're trying to prove with this. So you could replace Hbar here with Solana, with XRP, with Avalanche, with any network that has these low fees, ICP, Nano, anything, right? And it would be the same thing. All we're trying to prove with this is that Bitcoin is trash. Moving on. Speaking of other networks being trash compared to Hedera, Solana Network was halted globally yesterday. Somehow the network was halted globally. Solana Network faces outage globally. Block production has been halted. Network validators coordinated a restart, and it now has been restarted, and the Solana blockchain is back online. My question to you is the Solana reputation recoverable at this point? Like, is it even recoverable? Like, being an XRP person, you know that stuff, like, you know that people hold shit against XRP forever. Like, forever. They're holding stuff against it. So I believe that this will be held against Solana forever and ever, right? Especially by Bitcoin maxis. and anybody who's supporting alternate layer ones than Solana. Like, I mean, alternate, like other layer ones other than Solana. Moving on, we have an amazing clip from Charles V Payne right here, basically talking crap about the SEC live on Fox Business News. You're going to want to turn your volume up right now once we play when we play this clip. So watch this. Turn your volume up.
Now, you were warned about timing in this commercial, but everyone times the market to various degrees. You also were warned about FOMO, but the essence of investing is not to miss out on the greatest money-making machine in history. Crypto and so-called meme stocks on the board with tulip bulbs. Come on, folks. I don't think they're going to be worthless. Some individual names will be, but these are viable companies. You can debate how valuable they should be. Of course, there's no mention of all the blue chip stocks that have been clobbered over the years. And right now, I don't know if you've seen this market this year, they're getting clobbered once again. Lots of people have been duped and misled about investing, and there's a lot of finger pointing going on. The bottom line, if the SEC really wants to help, really wants to do their job, stop making these insulting videos and do their job. Let's claim it. Over to you.
Okay, gave you some time to turn your volume back down there. But that is such a good clip. He's railing on the SEC right there, basically saying if they want to do their job, stop making insulting videos and just do your job. Also, he says there's no mention from the SEC about these tech stocks and other stocks that have been clobbered over the years, right? And people who've lost money on that. It's not just crypto that's dangerous. The freaking stock market is kind of dangerous right now, too. Moving on, we have a final clip right here, and then we got two pieces of mainstream news. This is ultimate proof that XRP will be used, okay? Ultimate proof that XRP will be used. 12 banks have already tested RippleNet in 2017. Here we go, 1 minute 32. I am not sure what date this clip was from, but it's probably around 2017. So watch this.
With about 90 banks around the world today, about 30 of them are doing transactions live, right? Real money with each other. And that's really important. So this isn't just about experiments or POCs. This is really pushing this into production. And we have a number of banks that...
So it's not even about experiments or POCs, proof of concepts, right? Ripple is really about their business. They want to actually push this through.
Have gotten to that stage already. Santander here in the UK, National Bank of Abu Dhabi over in the Middle East, where they are using the technology on the back end of their systems to make money transfers internationally more efficient.
This question is around, like, obviously blockchain sort of came to light as the technology that underpins Bitcoin.
Yes.
What is your prediction for the future of virtual currencies?
We're actually very bullish on digital currencies. So we recognize that there's a checkered past to some of how that was introduced to the public. But we certainly view digital currencies as a core use case, a core value proposition to blockchains, especially public blockchains. And the specific area that we're looking at digital currencies has to do with the whole domain that we're looking at in payments and settlement. So a test that we did last year with 12 Tier 1 and Tier 2 banks was to use a digital currency as a mechanism of transfer. So typically if banks want to transact with each other, they're going to open up accounts with each other. But here they're opening up a virtual account on a blockchain and moving digital currency to each other, which could reduce a lot of the overhang in terms of doing cross-border payments with each other. 12
banks already tested, right? I am thinking about making a dedicated video on just this, like this thing of 12 banks already testing this. And I do have a good point to prove with it. But this shows you, like, dude, the banking system and systems like that take a long time to change. And this is why I will willingly continue to hold XRP. Ultimate proof that, you know, they've already tested it and they're simply waiting for the green light. They're just waiting for to flip that switch, basically, right? Because they can test RippleNet and they can use RippleNet. But as you saw, they're opening a digital account and sending digital value through it, right? They're not using the pre-funded accounts. They're not opening accounts with each other. They're opening a virtual account and sending data or sending value through it. Amazing clip right there. The Weeknd has just partnered with Binance for his tour. This is some big news. I will be at the weekend concert in Vancouver in August. And this is dope. This is dope, right? Some mainstream news here. You guys know, if you know me, or if you follow me on Instagram, you know The Weeknd is my favorite artist of all time, and he always will be as well. Now, some other little news right here, some mainstream stuff. Chipotle is now accepting cryptocurrency through Flexa, which is a digital payments platform. So they support around 98 currencies, including Bitcoin and ETH, probably Dogecoin too. So basically, you can spend Dogecoin at Chipotle. Pretty insane. That is all we've got for today's daily market update. 20-minute video. If you're still watching, you're a real one. But that is all we've got. Make sure you follow on Twitter, Instagram, join the Telegram group. I love every single one of you, and goodbye.
Squeeze.